Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. This is Dash Rose here. I am back with another video. A video talking about the Wii U games. I kind of want to discuss the Wii U games, particularly their prices, because a lot of their games have been ported to the Switch, but not all of them. And with the Switch getting close to the end of its life cycle, I kind of want to talk about its games and the Wii U's and kind of go back and forth with them. Now, this won't be really comparing them to each other, because I have not played a lot of the Switch games. I've only played a few of them. And by a few, I mean I played like games, like I played like for example, I played like Mario 3D All-Stars and all. I played that, that includes like 3 games, and I played Luigi's Mansion 3. I actually need to go back and finish that game. My brother broke my phone stand, so I haven't gotten to that, But I want to talk about the Wii U prices and kind of figure out where they're kind of going to be at. For people who like collecting games, like myself, and, kind of go from there. But I do want to apologize. I've not been uploading a lot lately. It's been crazy. It really has been. Like, last week was kind of unexpected. My brother Keegan, the one who broke my phone stand, by the way, and lied about it. And it turns out it was hidden in the couch. Like he purposely broke it. He apparently was there since last Wednesday, because last week was a holiday. It's called Juneteenth or something like that. I always forget it's a holiday because it's only a couple years old. I guess it's supposed to celebrate like slavery being freed or something like that, but I'm like if you're gonna do that, why not do it in February? February is known for Black History Month, why do it in June, I don't know. I mean, I don't really get it. I mean, especially don't get why it's in the middle of the week. Like why not put it towards the end of the week? That way, because if people are going to be off school and all that, it would make more sense to do it at the end there, because then people don't have to work as much, and they can go on vacation for a weekend or something, And putting it on a Wednesday or something makes no sense. I guess technically, I think it's on a specific day, but still, I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of weird, but I don't know. But yeah, that means he was off summer school, so for that day, so he was there all week, and it sucked. There was my dad was constantly yelling and hollering for him and all that. It was getting annoying. I'm like, he clearly is not responding to you, so why do you keep hollering for him and all that? And not to mention, I was frustrated dealing with him because he treats me like garbage. So clearly, there was a lot going on last week. But things are kind of back to normal this week. I am going to be going on vacation myself to St. Louis, unless something goes wrong, which I hope not. Because I know one time I was supposed to go, and I've been trying to get Mamaw to take me on vacation for 2 years now. 2 years. And, to St. Louis, and she has not done it. So, I'm hoping to finally get up there. I'm getting some stuff done. I got some things done last time, but I didn't get to do everything I wanted to do. I got to go to Chuck E. Cheese and video it, but I didn't get to play any games like I wanted to, So yeah, but I just figured I'd kind of fill in what's going on and all that, but I'm back now, so let's go ahead and get into this anyway. I'm at 404 subscribers. Thank you guys for the support. We're getting up there. We're still a long ways from 1K subs, but I appreciate people who are tuning in, tuning into my videos. Even people who aren't subscribed to my channel, I still like that people, appreciate my videos. And I know they're kind of a little sloppy, but I'm trying to work on improving them. I just got a lot going on. Not to mention my medication's been kind of messed up too, so honestly having bipolar is very hard to deal with, but yeah. But let's go ahead and get into the video now. Let's talk about the Wii U games. So, the Wii U. Guys, remember the Wii U? The Wii U is actually Nintendo's, Nintendo's, worst selling console. Yeah, it did not sell very well. Compared to the Virtual Boy, though, which technically was Nintendo's, I believe, worst selling console. I could be wrong. But I think it is technically Nintendo's worst selling console. But basically the Wii U seems to be kind of holding up somewhat well with some stuff. Like the Wii U has, their system memory. Like, it's backwards compatible with the Wii and all that, so you can play Wii games on it. It's actually a much better version of the Wii. Like, it really is. Now, the Wii obviously has some stuff to it, too, like it has the weather channel and all that, but, which, I don't think you can access a lot of stuff anymore, but, but you can, unless of course you mod the system. But that goes to the Wii U as well. The Wii U, they shut down the shops and they shut down the online features, which I think it's bullshit that they done this, at the same. They did this at the same time, as the 3DS. Like they closed both of them down at the same time. I hate that they did that. Nintendo just has so much faith in the Switch. I've talked about in the past, I think they have a little too much faith in it. Yeah, the Switch is doing very well, but what are they gonna do with their next console, Honestly, I don't know why they would shut down the online features on this stuff. Why not just keep it open, Why not keep it open, Instead of having, because Nintendo gets all pissed off at people when they mess with their systems. I'm like, if you keep the crap open, then people wouldn't have a problem with it, But they close it down. Because even the DSi and Wii also had online features. They were closed down years ago too. So technically the Wii, closed its stuff down afterwards. But the thing is, though, I think they did that because the Wii, was doing well, and the Wii U did not. The Wii U did horrible, like I said, so they probably were keeping it open. That's the problem, though, people can't go back to these older games and do this stuff without modding the stuff. So clearly, it's kind of a problem there, but I'm not really here to talk about that. I'm more to sort of talk about the pricing. Because when the Wii U, I feel like, was very popular was its menu, There was a lot of things on the Wii U that made the menu so much, fun to go through. Like you had, on your birthdays, the Mii's would make music. You'd have, each section would have the little Mii characters and all that. It's really cool. And apparently you could play, Wii games on the tablet too if you had, the sensor bar and all that. So that's cool. Now, it's taking the Wii U to other places. I don't know if you could do that or not yet. I don't know. You might be able to. I don't know. I just got my Wii U, my new Wii U, because, see, here's the thing. I couldn't sign into the Wii U. So I was making a video and I couldn't get it the tablet apparently wasn't working right. So I had to get a new tablet because for some reason they make you put a code in on the tablet. It shows on the TV. It's like those cards, with the little diamond and hearts and all that. It's supposed to appear on the tablet, but it doesn't do that. Well, I wasn't doing that, so I had to get a different tablet. So I got that fixed, but I haven't got a chance to mess with it. But yes, basically it is kind of, It's kind of frustrating kind of set it up, but once you get it set up, it's actually pretty nice. Like I said, the system memory offers a lot of stuff, you know, on it. Like I said, you have, you know, well, you also have the Nintendo browser. The Nintendo browser is actually nice. Unfortunately, though, you can't access, you know, well, you can access the Nintendo browser, but you can't really go to, like, you know, you can't go to, you know, you can't go to, like, other places anymore. Like, I think there was apparently, you could send stuff to other people and all that. They kind of shut that down. Of course, unless you probably mod it. I mean, you could mod a lot of the stuff, you know, and all that, but I kind of wish these Nintendo consoles and handhelds were like phones, where, like, you could, like, even if the phone is very old, it could still work and you can still do stuff on it without having, you know, mod it, of course. Of course, the phone I'm using right now, you know, is my older phone, because I still can't figure out how to screenshot my, you know, my phone on there, screenshot images. Like, it's not taking them for some reason. So, you know, there's things like that, but you know, like, and also I should say too that there was this Nintendo Direct we had as well. I actually I was not able to, I was actually I want to bring this up real quick before I continue on. I was watching the Nintendo Direct, and unfortunately my video, like, for some reason, did not pick up my voice. I wasn't sure why. It picked up the music and all that. I mean the music, the Direct, but it didn't pick up, you know, like, you know, my voice. So unfortunately, I have the video, but do not have I don't have my voice in it. I mean, the Direct, I mean, I had a reaction to the Direct, but it wasn't like a huge reaction. It was mostly at the beginning. The beginning and the Zelda one were, like, you know, the big Direct. Because we're getting, you know, another Mario and Luigi RPG game, which people have been begging Nintendo for a while now. But yeah, a lot of that stuff was remakes too, and all that, or DLC. So yeah, but there were, like, some new stuff too. But speaking of the Direct, I mean, even though I did not get to how people watch my reaction, which does suck, I was able to watch it, of course. And yeah, there was mostly remakes and all. There were some things that they added, like we're getting, you know, like, again, another Mario and Luigi RPG. We're getting another Zelda game. We're even getting a very own Switch version with the Zelda, you know, look to it. So we're getting that stuff, which is pretty cool. But we're not getting, you know, a whole lot with it. But yeah, we're not getting a whole lot with it, but you know, like, it just feels like we're getting, like, remakes and all that, or it's like stuff that's on the store, like, not being released, you know, like, and a lot of the stuff is actually ending next year. Like, well, a lot of it's like there's like one game I think that was releasing like towards the end there, but you know, like of the year next year, but that tends to happen a lot. Even like I've noticed, like, even like DSi games, like the DS games I should say, when the 3DS came out, they were still releasing games for the DS even after they came out with the 3DS to make sure it was doing well. Because I think the 3DS didn't even start out very good either, but like, unlike the Wii U, it got better over time. But yeah, basically though, that's the thing though, is that they're probably getting very close to releasing, you know, the new Switch console, or its, you know, its successor. You know, we're getting probably a new console here soon. So yeah, I've been wanting to definitely look back at all this older stuff. Now the thing is though, with the Switch, though, what's really interesting about the Switch is the Switch does have a lot of library games. It probably has like some of the most, like, I don't know, like maybe next to the Nintendo Wii, it has like the most probably the most library Nintendo console with games. I could be wrong. I mean, but I know the 64 had a bunch of games too, and then like we had the GameCube and all that. But the Wii had a ton of games too. It had a freaking ton of games. And then we had the Wii. The Wii U didn't have a ton of games. Like I think it had a bit more than the 64, but it didn't have a bunch. And then and then we have the Switch now. But the thing is with the Switch though, the Switch, although it has a lot of games, a lot of them are remakes remakes, or they're ports of older games. They're ports. Like I mentioned earlier, Mario 3D All Stars. It's a port of games in the past, like Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine and Mario Galaxy. I gotta say though, with that game, I played that game. I played the originals. I have to say, yeah, they kind of suck. They kind of suck playing. Mario Galaxy is probably the best of the two. I mean, the three. Mario 64 is probably the worst because you can't really do any tricks. I mean, I don't really do a lot of tricks. I usually take my time playing games unless I'm speedrunning them, which I haven't really speedrun a lot of games, but I kind of want to get into that. Maybe you guys can look forward to that in the future. But basically, yeah, they had problems with the glitches. People can't perform them. And another thing is with Mario Sunshine, I feel like trying to move around on it kind of sucks. Like it's not as good as using the GameCube version and the controller for the GameCube. It's not as fun. And Mario Galaxy, although it's very fun and all that, playing it on handheld mode kind of sucks. It does. Occasionally I'll play it on handheld, I'll shoot star bits by accident, or I'll need to touch the screen to, or I'll need to touch the screen and all that to touch the screen and all that to move my cursor or something for the bubbles or something like that, or star bits, and I can't see what I'm doing sometimes, so it can be kind of annoying sometimes. It can be. Cause you gotta use the cursor a lot on that. I gotta use it on that a lot. And honestly, yeah, I mean, it probably would be better to play that one. Probably wouldn't matter if you play it on the TV, but Mario Sunshine, the controls are kind of a bit wonky. Mario kind of moves kind of all over the place. I mean, he does move. He is a bit slippery on the original too, but I think I've noticed he controls a bit harder on the Switch version of Mario Sunshine than the original. I could be wrong though. I haven't played the original in a while, but I don't remember it being like that. I mean, I do know looking up though is kind of annoying. But the thing is, though, that's one of the very many games that have been ports and all that. We've also had a port of Mario, like New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, that game. Now, what I've seen of that game, I've seen someone actually play that game. I was like, I just wanted to see someone play it because technically New Super Mario Bros. U. I hate to say it, but it might be my least favorite of the New Super Mario Bros. Series. I have to kind of go back and go through them again, but I definitely think like I've played it and I've watched other people play it. It definitely feels like it's the weakest. So when I heard it was going to the Switch, I was like, what? Like why out of all the New Super Mario Bros. Games, why is this one going to the Switch, and why not like New Super Mario Bros. DS or something? I was like looking at that. I'm like, why don't we have the DS one on the Switch? If anything needs a remake, it could be the DS one. DS one that could actually, add two-player to the game. They can make it not pixelated. I mean, I'm not gonna say that the pixels all look bad. Some of them actually look good in the DS version. Like, for example, like in World 2, there's this cloud stage. The clouds actually look pretty good pixelated. I'm not gonna lie. It makes it fit more with the game. Because the other games you had the sky worlds and all, but the clouds, the clouds don't look as great. They more look like, CG clouds you'll see anywhere else in any other Mario game or something. I don't know, they just don't stand out. I kind of liked how that felt, but But yeah, the characters are being pixelated. They're way too pixelated. I even noticed that with a lot of DS games. Even Mario 64 DS, that's the same game. The same problem, like the characters look pixelated. Not to be fair, that one technically even the backgrounds are very pixelated compared to the New Super Mario Bros. DS. But even then, I don't think they're all that bad. It's more so the characters that look very pixelated than anything else. I'm not sure exactly why that is. Maybe it's because the characters move around a lot. Maybe back in the day when they were making the DS, maybe they were having a hard time animating the characters. I don't know, but I never really had a problem with the backgrounds as much. I mean, the backgrounds do look a little bit not like great, but I think they look better than New Super Mario Bros. Wii, through U. But yeah, just seeing that the fact that they remade that, I was just like, why did they remake that? And honestly, they don't even fix anything. They basically, like all the other Switch games, or at least most of them, they at least try to fix some stuff with the ports. Like I hear Mario 3D World, they actually make the characters faster. I don't know how much faster because I haven't played it. I'm wanting to play that game in the future too. I actually have it. It's Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, but New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. All they do is add Toadette, and you can play as they add Toadette, and you can play we can play as her and use the Peach crown, which I mean that's something I suppose you can play as Peach at, but I'm like it's not $60 worth it in my opinion. It ain't worth $60. It really is. It really ain't. Now I haven't played the games in a while, so I don't know if there's anything else they changed about it. I do know that the deluxe version of the game, I've seen people play the Luigi U on it, and I don't like how Luigi has 99 seconds of a Toadette, doesn't it? It makes Toadette broken as hell, and I hate that. I know a lot of people give shits, about, with New Super Mario Bros. 2. I mean, people don't have to like it, but I feel like people saying that it's easy, but then fine with them making a freaking character called Nabbit or Toadette broken as hell, that kind of doesn't feel like that's a fair comparison, but I mean, people can hate and like whatever they want. I don't care. I'm just I feel like people just overhate New Super Mario Bros. 2 so much, I feel like it doesn't deserve the hate it gets, but that's just my opinion, of course. But I definitely don't think saying the game is easy either is a fair comparison, because a lot of Mario games are easy, and like I just said, New Super Mario Bros. U was very easy, and in the deluxe version kind of breaks a lot more of it. So, yeah. But yeah, they also got rid of the boost panels and all that too. So basically they've had to change some stuff too, for the Switch versions and all that. That's the thing there. They had to change some stuff. But like I said, I'm not saying people can't hate New Super Mario Bros. 2. I'm not saying people can't like New Super Mario Bros. U. I just think I think New Super Mario Bros. 2 U is very easy. I mean, there are some hard levels, don't get me wrong, there's hard levels, but I don't like how, in Luigi's version, if you play as Luigi, Toadette gets 100 more seconds. That kind of beats the whole purpose of, the challenge, 99 seconds, And then, like I said, too, I don't like how you can play as Nabbit and he can't get hurt, so I don't know. I just don't have the game. I'm probably going to eventually buy it because I do want to go down the road, go through these games, and kind of do some comparisons on them. I could watch playthroughs of this, but a lot of times people play through these games and they don't tend to notice some of these Easter eggs and all that I do. Which makes sense, a lot of these people also play these games blind or, fresh, so it makes sense. But the game's $60. I'm not planning on buying it yet. I will buy it. I'm probably going to get Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now that game, I hear it, it sounds like it's actually better than the original. It does. It sounds like it's it's way better than the original on the Wii U. I have the Wii U version, I do, but it sounds like they add a lot more, like courses and all that in the game. Now, of course, the Wii U, had its courses and all that too with Mario Kart, Well, Mario Kart, it had its courses, But yeah, it had its courses But the thing is though with it had its courses and all that, but the thing is though they didn't have a lot of courses. They had like some DLC and all that, but not a lot. Where the Switch version, they actually add a lot more characters, and they add a lot more characters, and then they also add way more courses to play. I seen a ranking on, and I already forgot what they were. I don't remember how you pronounce this YouTuber's name. He's like I don't know. He's basically the giant crab guy from Moana. We'll just say that. He's a pretty cool YouTuber. I really like him. You should check out his content. But he was doing a ranking video, and I already forgot all the courses. Well, I remember some of the courses, like Circuit City and all that, but I don't remember all the courses. But I do know like Nathaniel Bandy also pointed out, like, not in that video, but in videos in the past about Pink Gold Peach. Yeah, he really hates Pink Gold Peach. He really does. Too bad they don't have a Smash Bros character you can play as Pink Gold Peach. I bet Nathaniel Bandy would get a very kick out of that. But but the thing is though is I'm kind of going off topic here, but my point is there's a lot of Switch games that are like Wii U games and all that have been ports. They've been ports, or they've been or they've been remade and all for the console. But the thing is though is the Wii U is not the only thing they've done this on. Like I said, they remade Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy, and Mario 64, and those were on different consoles. Like Mario 64 was on the 64, Mario Sunshine was on the GameCube, and then they had and they released Mario Galaxy, which was on the Wii, on there too. And then you have they're coming out with Luigi's Mansion, HD. They have Paper Mario 1000 Year Door and all that. So clearly they have a lot of Clearly they have a lot of stuff on there, but I think a lot of people are curious, and I think this is where the video was going to come in here about the pricing. Like, I'm curious what the pricing is going to be like with these games. See, the thing is that you get all these games on the Switch, pretty much. Like over half the library of the Wii U games you could get on the Switch. Well, I guess that's probably an understatement, I should say. There's still a lot of games that are actually stuck on the Wii U, but a lot of them were not very great. Like Mario Party 10, people did not like. A lot of people say it's like the worst Mario Party game. I played it. It's all right. It's probably like a D for me. Like, I wouldn't mind going back to it occasionally to play as Bowser, but it definitely sucks. Compared to compared to others, it sucks. Well, to be fair, I haven't played really a lot of other Mario Party games. Well, I played Mario Party 8 a long time ago, but that was a long time ago. But I did not like the whole cart gimmick, where everyone has to be in the same cart. I kind of liked it better when the stars were split up and you get to go to other spots. But yeah, I mean, they do have some courses you can play, but you're still stuck in the cart and all that. But I don't know. I mean, maybe I might like the game if I go back and play it. But as for right now, yeah, the game. I remember the game not being that great. I remember not really hating it, like not wanting to play it, but except the part where I'd play against people and the computer would mess with me. Yeah, basically the computer would mess with me because they give you For some reason, the game gives you freaking like an option to use freaking dice. Like you can use dice that like have zeros or ones. So you can either move 0 or 1 spaces. I'm like, why the hell would anybody want to do that? So like if someone were playing as Bowser, they would like, the computer would like, do that to me, and then like if someone else was playing as with the characters in the cart, and I was playing as Bowser, they would actually use the actual characters. Like they would use the actual dice that have big numbers. And it makes me sound like a sore sport. I mentioned this before, but it's not. I'm not saying you can't win a game. I'm just like the fact that it happened every time. But that was annoying. Hold on a second there. Sorry, someone was trying to call me. Someone was calling me. I'll have to call him back here in a second. That's kind of one thing that's good though about using this phone is I don't have to worry about that. Of course, I still have to deal with it calling while I'm recording, but I don't have to do it with it popping up on my screen. But yeah. Anywho, back to what I was saying is basically, yeah, the thing is though, is a lot of games, have been kind of ported to the, the Switch and all that, but yeah, the games like Mario Party 10 and Paper Mario Color Splash and all that are stuck on there. The games were just not well received. I mean, actually, I hear that, I hear at least, with Paper Mario Color Splash, people are actually seeming to like it a bit more, so I don't know, but it just didn't have the best library games. It had some good games, like there was Nintendo Land. Nintendo Land was actually a pretty good game. Like you could actually use the gamepad and all that, and be a ghost, like in Luigi's Mansion or something, and the other characters have to find you, or actually I think you have to find them. Like it was really fun. It was cool. It made me wish that more of these places, games were like that. Like they were actually, made very, very well. Now, not all the games were awful, but a lot of them were not that great. And yeah, some of them were awful. That's the problem with it. That's the thing, though. But I feel like, the thing is, though, there's a lot of good games that were ported to the Switch. We're also, not like I said, not just the Wii U, but other consoles. The games tend to not. Well, sometimes they're kind of hit or miss. They tend to either be better or worse. And some of them I think are better, but they add things to it, or they take things away that made the Wii U version cool. Like Mario 3D World. Now I've not played the game like on the Switch version, but I played the Wii U version, and I saw Nathaniel Bandy one of his ranking videos, and I really don't remember how fast the characters would go. I don't know if they go super duper fast like Sonic Speed or how fast they go, but I know they're very slow on the original, like unless you play as Toad. But the thing is though, then you got they're kind of slow, but they have these platforms where you can blow on them. That goes for Captain Toad too. Captain Toad has a bunch of those. It's really cool. You can blow on the Wii U, and it can move the platforms. But the sad part is you're kind of forced to use the pad though. Like so, if you're playing a controller, you have to use the pad, which is kind of annoying. But at this point, like why did they why not just put a little speaker thing or something in the controller too? But it's still really cool. I still really like it. There are times that where it can get kind of annoying, mostly in the Crown World, where you're playing as Captain Toad. And this is not Captain Toad the game. This is just New Super Mario Brothers. Not New Super Mario Brothers. I mean Mario 3D World, where you're you gotta get 5 stars in this lava pit, so trying to blow in the platform and trying to keep Toad alive, it can be kind of a bit tedious, but it's not too bad. Like it's a very short level. And that's literally probably about the only level I can think of. So there's cool things like that that they don't have on the Switch version. And that's the thing, though. That's kind of where I'm like, that's where it's going to be kind of interesting. Like some of these games, I feel like I think the Wii U. The thing is, some of the games are probably going to hold some value. I think they are, and I think some of them that are ported to the Switch. And when the Switch, ends up being discontinued and the games go up on there, I'm thinking some of them might go up on the Wii U too, because I'm waiting for people to start making videos comparing the games as well. I mean, people have already made some game comparisons. I'm not doing any of that because the Switch is still out and they're still making games for it. And I'm just like, they've already made more ports, to that, and they're announcing more. So I'm just gonna wait. But I do know that the thing is, though, some of the value is gonna kind of go up on it. But there's even Luigi's Mansion 2 HD as well. I don't know if they're going to add a lot to that game or not, but I do know they're planning on adding well, I mean they are going to update the graphics, and I've seen the trailers. They look very good. For some reason, the Nintendo Direct also had a trailer for that. Even though the game's getting ready to come out, but I don't know. That was on the Direct, but it does look very good. But I'm hoping it's not like. I hope it's not like, New Super Mario Bros. U, Deluxe, where they don't add really anything new to it, they actually add some different stuff. I don't know if they're going to, though. That's the thing. I think it's just going to be a port. They may add some stuff. I don't know. They might add an amiibo feature. Because Luigi's Mansion 3DS, the remake from the original, they actually add the amiibo effect to it. They actually add the amiibo effect. You can use amiibos and all that. It's really cool. I don't really care for the controls too much. I've heard a lot of people don't like the game because of the controls, but I don't know, the controls aren't awful, but honestly, they're not that great. They're not great. I mean, they're playable. I actually play I played the 3DS version over the original because of the things they do add. They even update the graphic. I mean, the gallery and all that. So there's that. Make it easier to access. But yeah, the controls definitely are kind of annoying. But you can play 2-player on there too. I hear you can play 2-player on the original game too, but it's a lot more difficult because they're not really supposed to be able to play 2-player. But apparently, you can actually play 2-player. The game's glitched or something like that. It gets kind of buggy or something. I don't know. But it will actually work and function in the 3DS version. Now, I don't know why they didn't release it on the Switch. I don't know why they didn't do that. That probably would have made more sense for that game. I mean, I like the 3DS and all, and I think the graphics look really good in the game. But I don't know why they didn't release it on the Switch, because honestly, that game would have been better. I think Luigi's Mansion 3 would have been better on the 3DS. Honestly, it would have been better on the 3DS because of the way it controls. Because but the problem is with the Luigi's Mansion, the original game on the 3DS, is you have to move the joystick around to take away health from ghost recapture, and it can tear your joystick up a bit. It's kind of annoying, but I don't know. But it's still kind of I mean, it's still fun. I still play it occasionally, but I don't know. But you're gonna probably be replacing some pads and all that, which honestly, in that case, it kind of I don't know if it would be really worth it or not. Unless there's a way to keep the pads, from going. Personally, I don't mind replacing pads occasionally. I guess I kind of do. I mean, I don't want to spend money on replacing pads, but I don't know. But I'm gonna say this though. I will say this game. I mean, all these games here though, that are still on the Wii U, yeah, I definitely think they're going to have some value. Heck, they already are started getting some value. Paper Mario Color Splash is going up. It's getting up there to $70. I think 70 to 80. I think a few people sell it for 100 or something, but it's definitely going up. And then And I think there's some other games I was looking at. Well, Luigi U, that game's going up. Now that game, you can play it on the Switch. Like I said, you can play it on the Switch. I don't remember if you play as other characters, if the time will mess up or not in that game. I don't remember. But I do know in the I do know that like the Wii U version has a green case, which holds some value. It does. It holds some value. Also, there's other games, like there's Yoshi's Woolly World. It's still on there. I've seen that game pop up a few times. There's actually a V stock that has it in Jeff. But the problem is the game's like faded out. It looks faded. It looks pretty bad. But the fact that I can still find it is pretty interesting. Actually, a couple of years ago, I did find this game, this Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, in 2016 there. I found that there. It was pretty, it was, pretty nice. Yeah, it was pretty nice, though, the fact that I found it there. Of course, fortunately, I didn't have the money to get it because I bought something else. Because we went to a different V stock, but that's still pretty cool that I found it. But yeah, I think I think the games are definitely going to go up. They're definitely going to go up in price, I feel like. They're definitely going to go up, and they're going to get probably more expensive now. Some of them that are on the Switch, I think the Wii U versions may still have some value because, like I've said, some of them, some of them that are not like Luigi U, with the special case, they still will hold some value because of the way they play, Like I've said, with Mario 3D World, I think it's really cool. You can blow into the Wii U pad and move platforms. That's really cool. Like I've said too, I also don't like how you have to use the Wii U pad to do it, but the fact you can do it in general is pretty cool, And I mean, using the Wii U pad is not that big of a deal. It's actually pretty comfortable. It gets time to get used to, but it's really comfortable. It's like using a giant tablet with joysticks and all that. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I think that's going to probably go the same thing with the other ports. I think they're still going to hold some value. I mean, heck, even Mario 64, Mario 64 for the Nintendo 64, it still holds a bunch of value. And that game is available on the shops. I mean, to be fair, you got to kind of pay, I think, Nintendo Online, to access it now. Which I think is just annoying. I wouldn't care as bad if you could still access the online and all that in the older consoles, but they won't let you do that. So I'm just like, they're paying Nintendo all this money for that, and it's just not worth it. But I do know the Mario 64 on the Wii version is pretty much the same as the 64 version. I hear you can't do this little special glitch though, or this, I don't know if you call it a glitch or a bug or something, but Nathaniel Bandy apparently discovered that he was playing 64 on one of his videos and discovered he actually wasn't playing the game on video, but he was showing off what he discovered while he was playing the game on the video of this platform and Bowser's Lava Sea or whatever it was. How the platforms will eventually move upwards. It's pretty weird, but he says they can only do it on the 64 version, so I don't know. But that's the thing, though. A lot of these games still can hold value. Heck, I think even Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door will still hold value. That game's going to hold value anyway because of, the whole transgender thing with Vivian and all that. But I'm just people are throwing a fit about this for nothing because they're just trying to restore something that was only accessible in the Japanese version and all that. Because I remember the original game. Why can't they just had it in the original game too? A lot of people were saying that, I mean, I get where people are coming from. You know, I'm with people. I hate it when companies change stuff for stupid reasons to make profit on something. You know, just appeal to audiences and all that are not even wanting something like that. Like, you know, changing a character's gender or something. Like, I hate that. But the thing is, though, is you know, Vivian was always transgender, but only, you know, in the Japanese version and all that. So they fixed it. But like I said, I understand why people are mad. But honestly, if people are wanting, you know, Nintendo to continue making more, you know, Paper Mario games that are actually good like that game needs to sell well, you know. And I mean, and like when you refuse to buy something like that for something silly like that, that makes no sense. And like I said, I get where people are coming from. I really despise and hate when people do this to movies and all these games and all that. But that's always been a thing with her. But like I said, it was only exclusively in certain countries. Now Americans can, you know, read the actual dialogue too. You know, but yeah, I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and probably end up letting things go from here. We'll see what happens with the prices too on these games, but I do feel like a lot of them on the Wii U are gonna go up, and I feel like some of them on the Wii U are gonna go up a bit. They probably won't go up a lot, because they're already on the Switch, and when the Switch, you know, gets discontinued, a lot of the games on there are better than the Wii U's and all that, but a lot of them also even though they're better on the Switch, they do tend to take away things that made the Wii U versions great. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens. But we still have a little while to go because Nintendo still hasn't announced their new console yet. And even when they announce a new console, they're gonna still carry Switch games at the stores because they do that to make sure the other consoles do well. But anywho, I'll see you all later. Bye bye.